Just had this conversation with one of my girlfriends who is another business owner, but she is not in our industry. She's an interior designer. And she said, Lexi, I do not know how to delegate. Like, what do I do? Like, I am just like drowning in work and I don't know, like, how should I do this? Like, I have big plans. I want to scale. Like, she's got crazy amounts of revenue, awesome stuff going on. But like, she's going to cap out. She's gonna tap out because like she's tired and it's not like she's just like one woman carrying the whole mountain. Like it's not a good recipe for success, right? And so we talk about stuff, and this is the power of like having other women business owners to talk about like the emotional and invisible load of entrepreneurship, of salon ownership. Like that is the beauty of this. And it is so important to me that I always have women like that in my corner, and I get to have these conversations, of course, on the weekly and sometimes the daily with my coaching clients and my mastermind clients. And it is just, it's such a wonderful environment to be in because we all elevate together, but we also can commiserate together, right? And then find breakthroughs and all of this exactly, like the stuff that we're dealing with. We're all dealing with the exact same stuff. We're all dealing with the exact same stuff. Some of us on different levels, but the problems don't really change. They just scale and grow with you unless you address it and change your systems and your foundations, which is what you're doing here with me for 100 days. Hello, I'm Lexi Lomax, salon business coach, strategist, podcast host, and salon owner of 18 years at time of recording. And so like, what was the conversation? What did I tell her? I said, you gotta learn how to freaking delegate. Like you have to delegate. And so here is the exact thing that I told my girlfriend, Kara, to do. I said, you make a list of everything that you do in a day. And then you look at that list and you say, what are only things? Get a highlighter. I like it, pen and paper. You do you. What are the things that only you can do? Highlight the things that only you can do. Like really, if somebody can do it, and it might not be as good as you, but like they can do it and you could potentially train them to do better, that needs to get off your plate. You delegate it. If it's something that like you don't even need to touch, but somehow you end up doing it over and over and over again, delegate it. Delegate it. Like it's delegate it, delete it, or do it. Like this is how we look at a to-do list, right? But when it comes to this list and you're highlighting only things that you can do, there shouldn't be very much on there. There's not much. Like you should be the least important person in your business as the CEO, as the salon owner, right? But there's so many tasks that we do because potentially there's no cash flow in order to delegate. And if that's the case, you start small. You find somebody. Oftentimes this is where I get the biggest pushback from salon owners that I work with is they're like, I don't want to spend the money. I don't have excess in my budget to hire someone. I'm like, you're not hiring someone full time. Like literally get somebody off of Fiverr or Upwork, or find a high school student that wants to work for a couple of hours, like a week. Like what are these things, right? Like delegate it. Find somebody. There's somebody that would do it for very little money, literally probably minimum wage, that's willing to do these things, that you could train them how to do it exactly the way you want them to do it. It's gonna take you time the first time, and they freaking do it. That's it. Then you delegate it. You let them do it, and you hold them accountable. You teach them how you want it to be done. You create an SOP, like whatever, but then you never touch it again. Like inventory in my salon. It's so great to just supervise and have checks and balances and say, that's so great, I never had to count all that freaking shampoo ever again. I'm so glad it's there. I'm so grateful for that shampoo, and I'm so grateful for the person that will count it. But can I tell you, that's not a good use of my time as a salon owner anymore. And the reason it's not a good use of my time is because there are so many things that only I can do. Literally, there are so many things that only I can do that move the needle, that grow the business for all of us as a whole. And that is really important for us to think about, because you're spending your time doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. That's really bottlenecking you in your business. Now, inventory is super important. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know if those like 3 hours are that important, right? Like, and granted, that's a full inventory that would be having place, and maybe it takes even longer. But we have created a system that shortens that in general, right? We've made it so simple. So we do a weekly inventory, and then we do a monthly, and then we do a quarterly big inventory. It's not complicated, you guys, but I don't touch it. I just look at the report. I get the report sent to me. I look at it and I go, okay, wait, whoa, or oh, great. What happened, right? Look at the data, make a decision on how we move forward. That's something only I can do because it's my money attached to all of those items on that shelf, right? But it's delegate it, do it, or delete it. Like, it's not that hard, but we just don't want to delegate. And so for my girlfriend, I was like, dude, you have to make this list. You have to make this list. And her list came back, like, what are the things that only she can do? It was a very small, like, of course, she's a designer. Only she can do that. Like, only she can do that. But once she does the designs, could she say, I want all blue carpet samples in this density, whatever? Someone else could go source those and bring them back to her? Yeah, they could. For us, like, are you the person that has to see your client? Probably, right? But like, could you have help with assistance, right? Yes, of course, we know that. That's easy. We get that kind of delegation. But the next part is the business stuff. And it's because we don't have a firm enough grasp on it that often we don't feel comfortable delegating it, because you have to train somebody to do it and you don't have the system in place for even how you do it in the first place. And so it's really, really important for you to think about this list. You need to make this freaking list. And if there's something that you're like, I could delegate that, but I can't delegate that today because I don't have a system for it, start there. And then your next thing that you have to do, and you need to systematize, are the first 3 systems that I share in the Foundation to Your $1 Million Salon Masterclass. It's free, the link is below. And I really hope that you will watch it. And also give me a thumbs up or subscribe here to the channel. This is so fun being on YouTube. I'm really enjoying it. And I love your feedback. So like, those likes mean like, ooh, talk more about this, Lexi. Tell me more about that. Don't give me thumbs down. I mean, I guess it's still engagement, but like, I'm not looking for that. Send me a DM if you don't like something. Leave me a comment. No, all feedback is welcome. I'm kidding, but I just like, I don't want thumbs down, so I'm not gonna ask for those. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below. Like, let's chat. Let me know where you're from. Tell me like about your salon. I want to know you. I want to know you. And if you want to follow me over on Instagram, of course, I would love to see you there as well.